What is up, Watch fam? Happy Saturday and welcome to this week's episode of ASKTNH Live. I am Christian from Theo and Harris, and we are live on Instagram right now. Follow us on Instagram at Theo and Harris. If you already don't, we post a bunch of videos and photos and lives and Rolexes and Cartiers and Pateks and everything. So it's a great medium. So that's it. All right, let's get into some of the questions about the watch world right now. You know what? I want to talk about a conundrum I've been having about the Day-Date. I love the Rolex Day-Date. It is no secret. I love it on a strap and I love it on a bracelet. My question is, and this is in the most plebeian or plebeian, whatever kind of way anyone could ever ask, right? This is there's no way to make it clear that you don't have oodles of money than to ask a question like this. But which Day-Date makes you look more rich? Is it the white gold Day-Date or the yellow gold Day-Date? Obviously looking rich is a major selling point of the Day-Date. I mean, that's kind of what they've built the entire line on. So it's not me just kind of, reducing it. I think that is the major point. I've been seeing a lot of young people wearing Day-Dates, like a lot of young guys, 25-year-old guys. I mean, maybe I just live in a really weird, micro market where 25-year-olds are buying Day-Dates for some reason, but I see a lot of them. And they're all yellow gold. They're all yellow gold. But I was thinking about, picking up a Day-Date personal or for, just selling it, but wearing it for a little while. And I was having a hard time deciding, okay, do I go with yellow or white? And the truth is, I like the yellow probably most, but that white has this understated, elegance about it, and everyone that knows that the white is, gold, and it's even more expensive, actually. But I don't know. It's kind of something I was thinking about the other day, and there is no real answer. I think white, because you just dropped $12,000 and you don't care if anyone knows, I guess. That's a good question, Jeff. The Reverso or the Calatrava? The Reverso by JLC or the Calatrava by Patek Philippe? I think I'm going to go with the Calatrava, even though I think the Reverso is much more interesting. I much prefer the Reverso as a watch. I think that the Reverso has such a cool story. It was born as a sports watch. It didn't really take off as a sports watch. It quickly became a dress watch. It went from, okay, here's the function where you flip it and it doesn't break in a polo match, to, wait, you can engrave the back and rich people want to put their initials on it or their logos on it or whatever the hell. So that's really cool. And then it died for decades, and then it came back in the 70s and really in the 80s. I love the Reverso. A more interesting watch. But that Calatrava, I feel like it just wears so much better. The Reverso, every Reverso to me doesn't wear right. I have not tried on a Reverso that I really, really liked in the metal, which really sucks. I love the tribute to 1931. I was looking at them yesterday. I could not forget how it wore on my wrist. It was huge. I mean, it wore way over my wrist with the lugs, and it sucks, but it's just a reality. But the Calatrava, there are endless variations of cool ones. I don't know the references in the modern Calatrava line, but there's the Breguet numerals in platinum. There are so many, even the most simple Calatravas. Again, I don't remember the references. They're totally simple and they're just beautiful. So props to you, Patek Philippe, for still executing your, probably dressiest piece really, really well. That's something that could be easy to f up. You rest on your laurels a little bit and you forget. Do you guys see the only watch release by Zenith? So bad. Take a look at this on YouTube. Not only is it bad looking, it's sad because Zenith has an identity. Zenith is a brand that has heritage, has been around for a while. They have their own achievements. Zenith is a good brand. And yet, this is a hublot. And it's a hublot because Jean-Claude Biver is at the helm, or was at the helm for a while and still has influence. And that equation must just work. I have a problem with that. I hate compromising. Heritage for, what sells. I could see a meeting in the middle, but to see something that's just so so irrelevant. It just hurts, and they called it an El Primero, and they put the El Primero subdial, like, just to have some faint, connection to its past. But what a load of horse shit, real horse shit. Is there any way to arrange a call to acquire about a watch? Absolutely. I will always arrange calls with clients. Just Google Theo and Harris and click on the phone number. It's listed on Google, and you will get to me. Usually, not always, but usually. So it's great. Let's talk about YouTubers for a second. I've been on YouTube for like 2 years, just about. And there's a lot of I built a business on YouTube, right? YouTube has been probably the driving force of this company, and I am super indebted to not only the people on YouTube, but YouTube as a platform. The fact that it exists is amazing, but it's like amazing to me to see like the comments, and they're a minority. I'm talking about the comments that are just so hateful. They're a minority, no doubt. I'm talking about 1 out of 18 or 1 out of 30 or 1 out of 50, God. And as far as emails are concerned, a hateful email is 1 out of 800, and realistically. But this is not so much about me, but it really is like concerning, to see what people write on YouTube, because it affects me, and I think I'm a pretty, I have a little bit of validation. I'm a pretty confident person as a whole, so it's not like it doesn't ruin my day. These nasty YouTube comments, it doesn't ruin my day, but I can just imagine what this shit does to other people. It's really bad. It's like, seriously, I can only imagine, a 14-year-old, right, with no validation, he doesn't turn a profit, and he doesn't have people emailing him every day how great he's doing, I can just imagine what this kid's going to say to himself, or how this kid's going to, like, feel like a total ass, and probably stop because of the comments people leave. It's amazing. They're like grown men and women, particularly men, at least to my understanding, at least what I see, have just no conception of how to be adults, or not even just adults, just good people, just good people. It's very scary. It's very scary, what I see on YouTube sometimes. And for those of you guys who are out there, I'm not like mad at you. I hope that things get better for you because obviously, this hate, it's not just critique. It's hate for whether it's my channel or someone else's channel. That's not the point. It comes from somewhere else. It comes from somewhere else, and that really, that sucks. So I hope things get better for you. And for everyone else, if there's any content creators out there, whether you're super famous or, or even less not famous than I am, I hope that you are resilient enough to not listen to those people. Read into the comments, and if there's validity, there might be validity. I'm not saying that they're all wrong, but the execution on the other end is just so bad. It's really f***ed up. So for you guys out there that are creating content, stay strong. If you ever want a second pair of eyes on your content, not that I can help too much, but I'm sure I could give a little advice at least. Please let me know. It would be my pleasure to help you or to watch a piece of your content and give you a little constructive criticism. That's not like a jerk off. So that's it. Okay, back to watches. What can you say about Chopard watches? Are they any good? If you look at my email right now, my notes for today's episode, which are only 6 notes, Chopard's on them. So yes, let's talk about Chopard. I looked on a blog to watch the other day, and Chopard has the LUC XP reference 168592/3001. What a watch! Awful name. Awful name, but what a watch. Chopard is delivering top quality stuff. In fact, dollar for dollar, that watch beats both the Reverso probably and the Calatrava that we were talking about before. Does it carry with it the history? No. Chopard isn't a nobody, but they're certainly not Lecoultre or Patek Philippe. But damn, the product itself is incredible. You're talking about movements that are constructed and designed in-house. Finished really, really well. The designs are really classic, but still kind of casual in many ways. 40 millimeters. Take a look at this. Blued steel hands, blued steel numerals. They're all applied. Just super classic. And the price comes under $10,000. And beyond that, I bet you their residual value sucks. I bet you can buy this watch for $6,000 in a couple of years, or maybe even in the $5,000s. Who knows? So yeah, I say keep an eye on this Chopard, particularly the LUC line. I know that people have very strong opinions about Chopard as a brand, so I don't want to chime in on that because I don't know enough about it at the moment. I have a couple of thoughts about Chopard on the larger scale, but let's keep a look on Chopard. Let's keep a look at them because some of their value is really incredible. Why contrast stitching on Jean Rousseau straps? Can we get a clean black? We're going to be releasing Jean Rousseau straps again and again and again. Our partnership with Jean Rousseau is not coming to an end. Our partnership with Jean Rousseau has barely begun. We're going to release another a strap in the next couple of months, but you can order our Type 1 and Type 2 on pre-order right now at theoharris.com. They're going to be shipped in early September, first week of September, I believe, and I can't wait because they're beautiful. You guys, if you haven't seen one of these straps in person yet, you have to. They wear incredibly. They age, ridiculously. I'm saying this because I believe it, and I'm saying this further because there's validation that clients have said it. They really are top notch. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Ask TNH Live. It means the absolute world that you care to chime in. I think I gave some good thoughts. Props to Chopard and for you little content creators out there, or you little or big content creators out there, stay strong. Always be open to market criticism, but don't let jerk offs get you down. And for you jerk offs out there, like I said, I'm not trying to sound like a douche, but I do hope that whatever is causing you to be so nasty to people, stops. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Adios.